Valley's only half-hour high school football highlight show, and it is right now. It is week 7 of Valley High School football, and just about everyone playing district games now, so the games matter even more. Not a terribly busy night on Thursday with 4 games on the slate, but we had a very busy Friday with three of our big school districts getting into district play. Now, the Harleton Cardinals, they beat the Weslaco Panthers. In fact, in the last 11 meetings between the Panthers and the Harleton Cardinals, Weslaco has only won 3. But this year, the Panthers came in 5-0, and with as good of a shot of knocking off the highly touted Cardinals as they have in a while. Andres Sepulveda and company welcomed the Cardinals into Bobby Lackey Stadium. Brandon Benitez was there, but what a game we saw out in Weslaco for this one. Busting out the tricks early were the Harleton Cardinals. Frankie Trevino here with the fake punt for the Panthers, looking, but it's a turnover on downs. Cardinals open up the score sheet here with a field goal, but more special teams trouble here for the Weslaco Panthers. Bad snap to Trevino on another punt attempt. Tried to make a play. It goes nowhere. Harlingen in good field position again, and then it's Randy Morales making them pay. One of the top rushers in the Valley, and you can see why right here. Breaks free, takes it to the house for the touchdown, and Morales puts the Cardinals in front right there. It was a 41-yard touchdown to make it 10-0, and the Panthers trot out, but they fumble. Adrian Liscano scoops it up, takes it to the house the other way. 17-0, Cardinals on top. Weslaco's offense waking up in the second. This is Andres Sepulveda looking, firing, finds a target. That's Aiden Morales. First points on the board right before the end of the half, and the Panthers starting to make things happen. And then we see more from Sepulveda. Fires over the middle. This is late in the fourth quarter, trying to make something happen. And then with 15 seconds left in the game, Sepulveda finds Eli Rodriguez looking long. Sepulveda directing traffic, finds him in the end zone. Panthers come up with the victory, 35-32 the final score. What an effort. They were going crazy at Bobby Lackey Stadium. They were going crazy in our newsroom, I'll tell you that much. And let's go to Brandon Benitez, who had a lot of recap from this one.
A game I think the Weslaco Panthers might talk about for quite a while. They had a 3-game losing streak to the Harlingen Cardinals, but that is a thing of the past thanks to some late game heroics. And now joining me just after a 35-32 win, going the Panthers' way, head coach Roy Stroman. Coach, I mean, you guys were down 17-0. Then I know their quarterback late in the second half, he busted off a run that put them up again. It's a touchdown. But where was that sense of belief that you guys never wavered and you guys kept staying strong and you pulled out the victory in the end?
You know, the majority of people saying what was the halftime speech is we didn't panic. You know, we knew we had to overcome adversity. We knew that Manny Gomez and the Harlingen Cardinals were going to give us everything, and it came down to whoever had the ball last. And you know, fortunate for us, we had the ball last, and Andy did what he had to do and find Eli there in the end zone, and we won it. So it was a great game. It was a great game. I mean, it could have gone either way. Just thank God it went our way.
Now joining me now, a man with the iced up wrist. Flash it for the people for me one time. This is Eli Rodriguez, fresh off, you know, the unofficial box score was something over 200 rushing yards for you on the night. I saw you hit the end zone. You made the play of the game, really the game-winning touchdown catch. Man, how are you feeling right now coming off of the highs of that game? So emotional throughout tonight.
I'm still hyped up from that. This was a team win. I'm so proud of my team. Beyond proud. It was a team win for sure. That's all I can say.
You guys snap a 3-game losing streak to Harlingen. We know how much of a good program they are year in and year out. Your district is insane this year, and you guys are a big reason why. 6-0 now. Just how good did this win feel, kind of snapping the losing streak, setting the tone for the rest of the district season for you?
It feels good, but the job isn't done. Again, the goal is to go 10-0, win district. We have a pretty big game coming up against Los Fresnos, and all we can do right now is just, okay, got the win, that's good. Let's enjoy it, move on next day.
Eli Rodriguez, appreciate you, man. Congratulations on the win. It was great catching up with you. Fresh off a 35-32 victory for Weslaco. Those Panthers, man, are they flying high. They start now 6-0 on the season. I mentioned it's one of their better starts in recent years. We'll see if they can keep the ride going for those Panthers. That'll do it for us from Bobby Lackey Stadium. I'm Brandon Benitez. Alex, back to you.
Roy Stroman has got the Panthers rolling 6-0. Congratulations to them. Big time win in the late moments over at Bobby Lackey Stadium. That sets a big one next week against Los Fresnos. The Los Fresnos won tonight against Brownsville Rivera 49-3, and San Benito beat Brownsville Hanna 53-0. You go back to last year, I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about with Weslaco and Los Fresnos for next week. But you go back to last year, boy, there's a lot of Los Fresnos Falcons that want to come up with a victory after what Weslaco did to them last year. But meanwhile, Mission taking on Edinburg as we open 31-6A play. These are the last two teams to get 31-6A play underway. Diego Salinas with a long run in for the touchdown, going to his legs, now going to the air. Hooks up with Christopher Kirk, back of the end zone for the score. Kirk making things happen for the Eagles. They're up early, and then it's JT Santamaria getting it to Ryan Abrego, takes it in for the score. It's been a lot of struggles this year for the Edinburg Bobcats as they continue to play the toughest teams around the Rio Grande Valley. And then Salinas gets it to Thomas Aparicio, finds his way down the sideline, takes it all the way inside the 10-yard line, and then it's Aparicio one more time for the touchdown. A lot of Eagles highlights here, but it was the Bobcats who came out on top, 38-24, the final score there. Meanwhile, let's go back to last night. Edinburg Economides taking on PSJA. Bears Jaime Lopez looking good early, looking for the end zone here, and finds Tony Gomez in the back of it for the score. Early lead for the Bears, and then Lopez would not be denied. Looking to his left, looking long, firing, gets somebody there. Yes, it's Jorge Alanis for the touchdown. Bears, they'd win it 49-0 last night over Economides, so they are also 1-0 in district play. Let's take a look at those 31-6A scores for you. PSJ again with that 49-0 victory over the Jaguars. Edinburg North 61-22 victory over La Joya. Meanwhile, in Mission tonight, one of the newer rivalries in the RGV that has quickly become one of the better ones. Both Sherland Pioneer and Mission veterans have trips to the Region 4 final in recent years, but it was Sherland who took home the district championship last season. The D-backs and Patriots always with strong quarterbacks. Braden Ludiker for veterans, Julian Valdez for Sherland Pioneer. Among the Valley's passing leaders, always a fun one when these teams battle. Bella Michaels was there at Tom Landry Stadium tonight for this one. We'll hear from her in a bit, but let's get this one going. Again, Patriots, thinking about last year, they lost to the Diamondbacks in the rivalry series in last season. On the opening kickoff here, Patriots already with some struggles. They fumble it, and right there, capitalizing on the mistakes, Diamondbacks recover. And then it's Dylan Tijerina finding some room on the outside, bounces one way, cuts it back to the left into the end zone. 7-0 lead just a minute into the game. And then Diamondbacks defense on the attack. Marcus Rauda sacks Braden Ludiker there, and then they turn it over. Julian Valdez doing what he's done all season long, finds William Goodlow back of the end zone. Diamondbacks double the lead to 14-0. Then Ludiker scrambling, trying to make something happen. Great protection here, but then he just decides to take off. He said, I'm just going to do this myself. Wearing my blue shirt all the way down the sideline until he's finally brought down inside the 15-yard line. Then he connects to the former quarterback, Vincent Abrego, in the end zone, right on top of the Eagle, hauls it in. It's a 14-8 game as they go for the conversion, those extra 2 points to make it 14-8 as Abrego with a little trickeration here into the end zone for the score there. Again, it's 14-8, but Diamondbacks not going to be denied. They responded real quick. It's Valdez finding Diego Chapa on the run. What a connection this tandem has been all season long. Diamondbacks up 22-8. They'd go on to win it today over the Patriots. Final score over at Tom Landry Stadium, 56-36. Let's go to Bella Michaels.
District opener tonight. Pioneer heading into this undefeated 5-0, and they stay undefeated. Last year you won, and this year you took the dub again, Coach.
I'm ecstatic. You know, we knew it was gonna be a tough battle tonight, and you know, it was a physical game. You know, they got a great team. They do a great job over there, and you know, our guys came out and competed. That's all I can ask for them. You know, they face adversity. These kids are resilient, and I'm just humbled to be their head coach.
I mean, since kickoff, you guys established off that fumble, you know, and then instantly scored, so you just sort of inserted your dominance straight up.
It's just taking advantage of the situations, and, you know, defense played well tonight, you know, offense played well.
What did you have to do this year? Did the experience help from last year to get this dub?
The experience really helped us, but we knew we were going to come out and have a hard-fought battle against the good ball club over there on the other side. And we just had to come and trust each other and listen to our coaches.
Chris, you came up with a big pick in that first half going into halftime. Talk to me, just run us through that play.
Oh yeah, I saw Vincent, the quarterback, throw it, and I had to get in good position. I just went up there and grabbed the ball.
Your defense came up with 4 takeaways, and it was just a back and forth, especially in the second half. You know, it started fumble here, turnover there. They gained back possession, so they were trying to tighten that game up. How do you feel your defense did to really clinch it?
Our defense stepped up big time this game. We really put the pressure on them, and yeah, we just executed.
How does this sort of hype you up for your next game?
It gives us a lot of confidence, but we have a tough match next week against Roma. It's a good ball club over there, and we just got to come out and do our thing.
Diamondbacks take their first district win, going undefeated at 6-0 overall, and they're going to take this win over the Patriots to fuel them into a difficult challenge coming up next week against Roma. At Tom Landry Stadium, Bella Michaels, back to you, Alex.
All right, still more to come here on fifth quarter, including plenty of highlights from the rest of District 16 5A Division II. Plus, we've got Brownsville Veterans, Weslaco East. That's coming up next. This is the fifth quarter.
The fifth quarter, powered by Reyna's Barbecue.
Here at Reyna's Barbecue in Cocina, they have mastered the art of oak smoked brisket, sausage, and pork ribs. This is Texas eating.
It ain't Texas, sin Tex-Mex. And Reyna's has flame-grilled fajitas, charro beans and rice, and homemade flour tortillas.
That looks mighty tasty.
That smells real good.
I'll trade you a rib for a tortilla.
Simon.
Jim.
Reyna's Barbecue in Cocina. Charlie Clark Nissan, the fun experience everyone is talking about. With games, food, and music. Why go anywhere else?
Come experience all the little niceties that we want to provide for you.
Dame chance.
What are you waiting for? So please shop us at charlieclark.com. I just want to remind you of the things that we'll do that no one else will. Donna's lifetime warranty, oil changes for life. And if we don't do what we promise,
Nana Pau Pau.
Charlie Clark Nissan.
Amen.
If you don't have a good dental plan, or if your employer doesn't offer dental benefits, this is the deal you're looking for. Get the Carefree Dental Card, and for just $15.95 a month, you can see the dentist anytime and pay a whole lot less.
On my first visit, I saved $650.
We used to pay full price at the dentist. Boy, was that dumb. We just saved $705.
Call the number on your screen and request your Carefree Dental Card free. We'll send your card and complete details at no cost and no obligation today. Unlike other dental plans, there's no activation fee with Carefree Dental, so call now to get your card at no cost today. Call during this TV offer and we'll also include free vision benefits and free prescription drug benefits too. See for yourself why Carefree is the best deal in dental. Call now.
Call the number on your screen and use the code STARTFREE to get your Carefree Dental Card and free plan information. Don't wait. Call now.
We continue on in District 16 5A Division I. Weslaco East 1-1 in district play, taking on Brownsville Veterans. They won their district opener last week against Donna. Two teams expected to be in the mix at the end of the season for the district championship. So let's go to Brownsville Veterans Memorial High School. Chargers taking on the Wildcats. Always a big one when these two teams square off. Let's take a look at the action here as we see Brownsville Veterans storm Montoya, finding Jerry Gomez back of the end zone, or I should say inside the 5 there, and then a couple of plays later, it's Montoya with the 2-yard rushing touchdown to make it a 6-0 lead. Chargers with the early advantage. Okay, and then see Weslaco East on offense. Alex Martinez can't hold on to it, fumbles the ball. It's recovered by Jaime Martinez of the Chargers. They wore their battle reds for a big-time battle with the Wildcats. Montoya from 5 yards away picks up his second touchdown of the night. It was 12-0 Chargers. They missed the extra point here, but it was still 12-3 after this field goal from the Wildcats. Then we'd see the Chargers put on another big-time play. This time it's Gilbert Trio, 52 yards to the house down the sidelines to close out the half. 19-3 Chargers with the lead at halftime. They'd go on to win it. Final score over in Brownsville tonight, 25-20 was the final score. Chargers beat Weslaco East. Let's take a look at 16 5A Division I final scores here. Harleton South with a 64-0 win over Donna North, and Brownsville Pace and Brownsville Lopez. They were rained out yesterday. They decided they'll play that game coming up tomorrow morning. Roma taking on Sherland. as we go back to 15-5A Division II. Roma unbeaten on the year, taking on the Sherland Rattlers. Always a tough opponent for the Gladiators. Isaac Lozano continues to get it done, gets in the end zone for the early touchdown. 7-0 lead here for the Gladiators. Their rushing attack has just been amazing all year. This time it's the second half of that two-headed monster. It's David Galan bouncing to the outside, takes it to the house. 13-0 lead as they'd missed the extra point. So then Isaac Lozano would get back in on the act here for Roma, punches it in again to make it 21-0 after this two-point conversion right here. So get that extra point they missed back. Then we'd see Sherland trying to get on the scoreboard here. We'd see Bokrell back to pass over the middle, finds Santi Longoria. 21-7 the score at that point. It'd be 24-7 at the end of the half, but Roma comes up with the victory, 45-21 over over Sherland. PSJ Southwest, PSJ McAllen Memorial, and McAllen Row here. Let's take a look at the highlights as Sebastian Aleman puts it in the end zone to make it 7-0, and then 68 yards later, this is a little bit later on, it's 68 yards for Aleman, taking it to the house for another touchdown. Aleman putting Mustangs up 14-0, and then Aleman at it again. Once again, takes the handoff here. 14-0 already. This one from 26 yards away, punches it in again. That was 20-0 in favor of the Mustangs. Extra point was good to make it 21-0. And then JP Garza says, hey man, I want to score a touchdown too. So from just outside the 5, it's a score right here. JP Garza gets in to make it 28-0. Then we'd see Nicky Rowe trying to make some offense happen. Eli Garza finds Mateo Castillo, 7-yard touchdown to make it 28-7. Final score, Mustangs win it by a final 35-7. Elsewhere in District 15, 5A Division I, we'd see Edinburg Vela dominate Rio Grande City tonight, 73-14. It was Mac High over Juarez Lincoln, 62-13. Now to the battle of the Tigers. Mercedes at home against Valley View. Which Tiger would roar the loudest? It's been that type of night for everybody, right? Like, it's just one of these days. Is Mercedes wearing those, I love those burnt orange uniforms, burnt orange tops, burnt orange pants, looking good there on Mercedes. At home against Valley View, Jaden Rosillo finds Rey Ahumada for the first down, and then Rosillo with the handoff to Daniel Negrete goes up the middle to get it to 1st and goal. Rosillo doesn't like what he sees, keeps the ball a little too long, ends up fumbling it, recovered by Aiden Reyes of Mercedes here. Then Valley View once again gets close to the end zone here. Rosillo once again fumbles the ball here. Anthony Velasquez comes up with it here. And then Mercedes is Aaron Cortez, swallowed by the Valley View defense, coming up in just a little bit here. The play ends in a safety, 2-0 Valley View at that point. It was that type of night for both Mercedes and Valley View. Final score tonight over in Mercedes, it was the Tigers 16-9 over Valley View. Flower Bluff taking on EdcouchElsa over at Benny Layton Jr. Memorial Stadium. Yellow Jackets taking on the Hornets, a battle of the Bugs tonight. It's the Jackets down 14-3, looking to make a play. This is Elijah Trevino breaking free. Quarterback keeper comes right in my direction, and a big first down there. But then a couple of plays later, Trevino back to pass, rolling to his right, gets picked off by Cameron Dixon, and it goes back to the other way to the Hornets. We go to the second quarter now. Hornets on offense, already up 14-3. Jaden Pulseo, deep pass to Jaden Johnson, 61 yards later. That's what they call a touchdown. 21-3 for the Hornets. And then Jackets looking for some more offense. We'd see Miguel Rodriguez come up with a nice first down here, but the Jackets just overwhelmed tonight by the Hornets. Final score over in Elsa was 42-3. Take a look at some other scores. 15-5 in Division II. Brownsville Porter falls to Gregory Portland tonight, 45-0. And it was Valley View. We just saw that highlight. Valley View falling to the Tigers 16-9. Santa Maria taking on Freer tonight. Santa Maria opening up district play here 33-7. It was Freer over Santa Maria 33-7. Still more to come here on the fifth quarter, including a look back at last night's dominating performance from PSJ North. Stay with us.
College football's finally here in the Valley. V's up.
Hey, when does the game start?
Says here fall of 2025. Well, I have the grill going, so...
We can wait.
Yeah, we can wait.
It's truck season. Get $6,000 off MSRP on a new 2023 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 Crew Cab at Payne Weslaco Chevrolet and PayneGM.com. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Lo que tú quieres, regardless.
It's football season in the Valley, and Reyna's Barbecue and Cocina has you covered. We're doing authentic Texas-style barbecue and authentic Tex-Mex favorites. 2 unique flavors, 100% Texan. And it wouldn't be football season without our delicious smoked and crispy wings or our mouth-watering appetizers. Dine in, drive through, or let us cater your next event. It's football, food, and family at Reyna's Barbecue and Cocina.
Attention Marines and personnel of any branch of the armed forces and their families stationed at Camp Lejeune and contractors who worked at Camp Lejeune. Were you present at Camp Lejeune for 30 days or longer between August 1953 and December of 1987? For nearly 34 years, those on the Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune were exposed to contaminated drinking water, resulting in devastating injuries. But passage of the Camp Lejeune Justice Act of 2022 would allow victims to file lawsuits seeking compensation for illnesses and injuries linked to the toxic water.
The times certainly have changed, and that goes for the car buying process too. But Clark Chevrolet hasn't changed the way that we do business. We're celebrating 90 years of providing the transparency, trust, and expertise that customers want for 4 generations. Let us put 90 years of being the area's most respected Chevrolet dealer to work for you.
Find new adventures in a Chevy Silverado with 0% APR and no payments for 90 days, and get an additional $750 cash allowance for a limited time at Clark Chevrolet.
Since 1933, we're a family.
Another matchup in 16 5A Division II. We'd see PSJ Memorial taking on the PSJ Southwest Javelinas. That's the wrong CG there. I don't know what happened there. But nevertheless, PSJ gets 3 sacks from Marcus Hernandez. Wolverines out of the gate making some good plays on defense. Marcus Hernandez with 3 straight sacks there. And then starting in the second quarter, Wolverines tricked everybody, including our photographer in the process. Reyna, though, finds his way into the end zone for the score. Extra point is good. 10-0 in favor of the Wolverines. Take a look at this grab. Beautiful play. Reyna, long pass to Robert Morales. Great catch at the 4-yard line. And then Reyna making the touchdown. Extra point is good. Wolverines take a 17-0 lead. And then Reyna at it again, making the Wolverines one of the top teams in the RGV, punches it in again. It was 23-0 Wolverines, but Marcus Luengo airs it out here to Yahir Amar with the touchdown. It was a 23-6 score at the half. PSG Wolverines, though, would win it by a final of 29-14. It was a busy night last night in Valley High School football. PSG North in action, taking on Palmview. PSG North unbeaten, only giving up 1 touchdown on defense so far this season. Looking for yet another shutout. They've had 3 in a row. Could they make it 4 in a row as they took on Palmview? Let's take a look at the highlights here. First, you see Erica Vecchio. That's Joe Derek Vecchio, the PSG North Center's mother. She beat cancer, so we're all rooting for her to keep holding off as her cancer's in remission. And as we celebrate Breast Cancer Awareness Month, everyone wearing pink, we're rooting for you, Erica. Glad to hear that you are okay. So let's hear Marcus Rendon comes up with a 21-yard touchdown, and then Asael Moreno with an interception there, and it's Aiden Garza with a nice run. Shops just short of the end zone here. Then we'd see Julius Arredondo punch it in here for PSG North. They continue to pour it on the rest of the game. North getting a lot of great performances, including from Ale Aparicio, who had 3 touchdown passes, including that one to Arredondo. Final score last night, North stays unbeaten. They continue to dominate the Rio Grande Valleys. They win it 55-0 over Palmview. Economides taking on it's La Joya and Edinburg North squaring off last night. First, we see Ulysses Melendez takes this one to the house for the touchdown. 7-0 in favor of the Cougars. And then, again, this was last night. Tyler Ruiz back to pass, fires over the middle, finds Melendez again, this time through the air, takes it to the house for another touchdown. Edinburg North up 14-0. And then La Joya trying to get something done on the defensive side. Look at this hit in the end zone. Rolando Solis tackles Oscar Villarreal. That was a safety. And then we'd see quarterback Owen Benoit finds defensive end Andre Pitts for a touchdown here for the Coyotes to make it 21-9, but too much from the Cougars last night. They won it over La Joya 61-54. 22. If you missed the score, we'll have it for you coming up next. We're going to wrap it up here on the 5th quarter.
Bertoggen Buick GMC in Edinburg is the only dealer in Texas to win Dealer of the Year for both brands, and where you can save with 0.9% financing, $12.50 trade assistance, plus no payments for 90 days. In the heart of the valley, Bertoggen Buick GMC in Edinburg.
Here at Reyna's Barbecue in Cocina, they have mastered the art of oak smoked brisket, sausage, and pork ribs. This is Texas eating.
It ain't Texas sin Tex-Mex. And Reyna's has plain grilled fajitas, charro beans and rice, y homemade flour tortillas.
That looks mighty tasty.
That smells real good.
I'll trade you a rib for a tortilla.
Simón.
Jim.
Reyna's Barbecue and Cocina.
All right, so it was a great week 7 of Valley High School football. Still got some games to get taken care of for tomorrow, but let's take a look at what's on tap for next week as we get ready for week 8. 2 unbeaten teams going at it again. Sherland Pioneer taking on Roma. That one we are looking forward to as we are in 32-6A with Weslaco taking on Los Fresnos. A lot of bad blood from that game from the way Weslaco won it in a controversial touchdown there last year, according to the folks in Los Fresnos. I keep getting emails on that just about every year. That one's going to be great. Weslaco with a phenomenal win over Harleton. Mac High and Edinburg. Vela should be a good one. PSJ Memorial still unbeaten. They'll take on Sherland as Sherland looks to right the ship after their loss this week against Roma. So let's go through the final scores here. Brownsville Veterans 25-20 over Weslaco East. It was Gregory Portland knocking out Brownsville Porter 45-0. Elsewhere, Brownsville Rivera fell to Los Fresnos 49-3. It was the Bobcats picking up their first win 38-24 over the Mission Eagles. Go to our featured game tonight. There was that big-time upset. Weslaco over Harlingen, 35-32, snapping a 3-game losing streak to the Cardinals. Congratulations to Roy Stroman and his Weslaco Panthers. San Benito, 53-0 winners over Brownsville Hannah. Elsewhere, Harlingen South over Donna North, 64-0. It was Pioneer going into Tom Landry Stadium, 56-36 the final score there. Roma over Sherland, 45-21. It was PSJ Southwest falling to PSJ Memorial 29-14. McAllen Memorial picks up the victory over McAllen Road 35-7. It was Vela over Rio Grande City 73-14. A lot of 70 burgers this year being put up by some of our Valley High School football teams. Mac High over Juarez Lincoln 62-13. Flower Bluff over EdcouchElsa 42-3. Also, Valley View falling to Mercedes 16-9. Lyford over Falfurrias 42-21. Also, Kingsville over Hidalgo 34-7. Cal Allen over La Feria 63-0. It was Taft over Santa Rosa 30-20. Freer over Santa Maria 33-7. La Villa and Brownsville and Austin Regions both winners. That's going to do it for the 5th quarter. Thanks for joining us. For Brandon Benitez, Bella Michaels, and everybody, I'm Alex Barrio.
The 5th quarter, powered by Reyna's Barbecue. The 5th quarter, powered by Reyna's Barbecue.
It's football season in the Valley, and Reyna's Barbecue and Cocina has you covered. We're doing authentic Texas-style barbecue and authentic Tex-Mex favorites. 2 unique flavors, 100%